Hello students, today we will talk about complex permanent tissue from the chapter Plant Tissues and Anatomy. Student, this is very important topic, so listen very carefully. So we already discussed about cell, tissue, organs in our previous lecture, and simple permanent tissues is also discussed in our previous videos. So students, complex permanent tissue is composed of different types of cells. Complex permanent tissues. Complex permanent tissues are of two types, xylem and phloem. So we can say this tissues is heterogeneous, comprising of more than one type of cells and all functions as a single units. This tissue is involved in conducting the sap and food from source to sink area. So the first type of complex permanent tissue is xylem, and xylem and phloem together makes the vascular bundle in plants. So students, here we can see the structure of xylem. So xylem is composed of tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. It is a dead complex tissue. Components of xylem are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. Here you can see the name of xylem components. So we know that xylem is a complex permanent tissue, and it takes part in conducting of water and mineral salts, provides mechanical strength, also called wood. Four elements like vessels, tracheids, xylem fibers, xylem parenchyma. So first we will discuss about tracheids, xylem tracheids. Students, this is a elongated, tubular and dead cells. The ends are oblique and tapering. So long tubular dead cells with lignified walls and tapering ends possesses various types of thickening for mechanical strength. Unthickened area help in movement of water from one tracheids to another. Students, tracheids contribute 95% of wood in gymnosperms, means non-flowering plants, and 5% in angiosperm, means flowering plant. So the different types of thickening pattern are seen on their walls, such as annular, spiral, scalariform, it means ladder-like. Pitted is most advanced type, which may be simple or bordered. Second complex permanent tissue, its xylem is also vessels. So they are all longer than tracheids, with perforated or dissolved ends and formed by union of several vessels into end. These are involved in conduction of water and minerals. Their lumen is wider than tracheids, and the thickening is due to lignin and similar to tracheids. So here you can see the characters of their functions, their structure. Long tubular wall are lignified, occur in flowering plants, means angiosperm, more efficient than tracheids, found by end-to-end union of large number of dead cells. Vessels and tracheids are conducting elements of xylem. They conduct water and minerals vertically. Now xylem fibers, here you can the term fibers means you know that these are thin hair like projections. So xylem fibers are parenchymatous cells and serve mainly mechanical support. These are called wood fibers. So sclerenchyma fibers found in xylem have thick pitted wall, narrow lumen and tapering end. Here you can see the diagram of xylem vessels and xylem fibers. Now at last we will discuss about xylem parenchyma. So in that case, the xylem parenchyma cells are small, associated with tracheids and vessels. This is the only living tissue among the complex tissue. The function is to store food like starch and sometimes tannins. Parenchyma are involved in lateral or radial conduction of water or sap. So consist of living cells present inside xylem, store food, helps in lateral conductions. Now at last we will discuss about function of xylem. Students, so we already know that xylem conducts water and minerals from root to the top of plants. Movement is unidirectional, means in single way. Provides mechanical strength because of the occurrence of thick walled lignified components. Wood is mostly made up of xylem. So the cells of xylem are dead except the cells of xylem parenchyma. Tracheids and vessels are tubular structures and thus they provide a channel or conduction of water and minerals. Xylem fibers provide structural support to the tissue. Xylem parenchyma store food. Now our next point is a phloem. So students, this is also a complex permanent tissue. This is a living tissue. It is also called as bast. Phloem is responsible for conduction of organic food materials from a source like leaf generally to a sink, means other plant parts. Phloem was named as laptome by Haber length as similar to xylem. It is composed of sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. So in this slide you can see the sieve tube of phloem permanent tissue. This is an elongated living tubular conducting channels transverse in walls between adjacent sieve tubes. Cells are perforated sieve tubes, have vacuolated cytoplasm, nucleus degenerates, cytoplasmic strands are continuous between adjacent sieve cells. Here you can see the diagram of sieve cells of phloem. Next point is companion cells, companion complex permanent tissue, xylem permanent tissue. This is a thin wall, small and elongated, was dense cytoplasm and nucleus. Nucleus controls the sieve tubes and keeps them living. Next point is phloem parenchyma. So phloem parenchyma cells are living, elongated, found associated with sieve tubes and companion cells. The chief function is to store food, latex, resins, mucilage, etc. The cells carry out lateral conduction of food materials. These cells are absent in most of the monocots. So the walls, small and elongated, has dense cytoplasm and nucleus. Nucleus controls the sieve tubes and keeps them living. Next is phloem parenchyma. Parenchyma present in phloem, thin walled and living. Functions of phloem parenchyma are storage and slow lateral conduction of food. Next tissue is a phloem fiber. Only non-living components of phloem, thick walled, elongated, spindle shaped dead cells which passes narrow lumen provide mechanical strength of these tissues. Now function of phloem is transport organic food throughout the plants. Conduction occurs in both directions. Phloem fibers of Some plants are source of commercial fibers, for example, jute, hemp, flax. Functions is sieve tubes or tubular cells with the perforated walls. Sieve tubes are the conducting element of phloem. Phloem is responsible for translocation of food in plants. The transport of food in phloem is a two-way movement. Now here you can see the difference between xylem and phloem. In the conduction, conduct water and minerals. In the case of phloem, conduct organic solutes or food minerals. Next is xylem. Direction mostly unidirectional, and in the case of phloem can be bidirectional. Components: tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, xylem fibers. In the case of phloem, they have sieve cells, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, phloem fibers. Channels: conducting channels are tracheids and vessels. Conducting channels are sieve cells in the case of phloem. Xylem: dead living parts, tracheids, vessels, and xylem fibers are dead elements. Only xylem parenchyma is the living elements. In the case of phloem, sieve tubes, companion cells, and phloem parenchyma are living elements. Phloem fibers are the only dead cells. Mechanical strength: in addition to conduction, xylem provides mechanical strength to the plant. Case of phloem, there is no mechanical functions. Here you can see the 3 column which shows the differentiation between xylem and phloem. Again, first shows made of cell wall thickness thick, thin. In the case of phloem, cell are materials, xylem lignin, phloem cellulose. Permeability: xylem impermeable, phloem permeable. Cytoplasm: xylem none, phloem cytoplasm linen. Transport: xylem water and minerals, phloem food. Carried to leaves: in the case of phloem are growing parts of a storage organs. Directional of flow: upward, and phloem up the down. Tissues are also has fibers, phloem companion cells. So students, this is all about today's lecture. Keep learning. Thank you.